So you want to be your own boss, right? Well, a lot of things can get in the way of that. That can kind of take the focus off growth. In fact, according to government data, about 20% of all small businesses fail within the first year, and about 50% fail by year 5. But I'm not trying to tell you not to do it. As a matter of fact, I'd like to give you some advice here. Block Advisors, Ramon Vasquez, he knows a thing or two about this. He wants to reduce some of the stress and confusion that you might associate with running your own business. Ramon, great having you, buddy.
Great to be here.
We're hearing a little bit of hustle and bustle behind you. You're actually at a Small Business Expo in Dallas right now, right?
That's right. We sure are. We're on the showroom floor.
Absolutely, and this is a great place to be talking about this. I mean, I know, having my own little side business that I do. I have 2 of them. One of them is actual proper business. The other one is just my name. I'm just too lazy to make it a business because I'm a little confused. Like, running a business seems kind of confusing. And what are the most confusing aspects to actually running, say, your own your corporation or LLC?
Well, of the small business owners and aspiring entrepreneurs that were surveyed, the two most common factors that they found confusing had to do directly with taxes. Number one being filing the business tax return itself, and the other being trying to decide which expenses qualified as business write-offs. Then you also had bookkeeping and then compliance reporting, which came in 3rd and 4th.
Yes, and those are also incredibly confusing as well. See, this is the whole thing. So what advice do you have then for like a small business owner when it comes to, trying to figure out maybe like taxes or the write-offs that they're able to take? Like, how do you know? I think a lot of people chance it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can potentially deduct anything that's ordinary and necessary for, the operation of the business. Some of those things include, advertising, insurance, supplies, business-related travel expenses. Yeah. But just because you have those expenses doesn't necessarily mean you get to write them off. You have to make sure that you're keeping records of them. Luckily, with technology, and it's made things a bit easier over the years. So you got like bank statements, spreadsheets, printed receipts, or if you're like me, you just use an app. The important thing though is to remember that you record those expenses as they occur, so that you're not having to sit down and do an entire year's worth of record keeping after the fact.
The bookkeeping pretty important. I'm assuming that this stuff kind of gets in the way of actual growth with the business, doesn't it?
It sure can. Of the small business owners that were surveyed, a lot of them said things like bookkeeping and payroll, it hindered the business's ability to grow. Whether you have, a small number of employees or a large number of employees, a lot of the same compliance reporting is still the same. And, with things like federal or state withholding requirements, documentation, deadlines, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then on top of all that, you have to be able to possibly defend the return in an audit.
Interesting. All right, so let's say there's an aspiring entrepreneur or small business owner out there. They need help navigating these aspects of business ownership. Where do they go? How do they get the help?
Well, I think the best thing is to explore, local options. Find someone that's able to evolve as the business grows. Someone that's got high-level expertise, that has the knowledge and the working years of experience, regarding the business tax code. And you can find all that at Block Advisors, whether you go to a local office or you visit the website at blockadvisors.com. You can find out about all of our wonderful tools that we have, including our 365 business tax plan product, where we can sit down and uncover a lot of potential tax benefits in the years to come. And most importantly, you can find out what it would cost you before we even begin, so you're not stuck with any sticker shock.
That's good. There we go. I like that, and it could be a small price to pay for possibly a huge tax savings down the line. It's great having you, Ramon. Thank you so much for joining us, bud.
Thank you for having me.
All right, if you're an aspiring entrepreneur or small business owner looking for more tax tips, it can be kind of daunting. Well, they can help you at blockadvisors.com. H&R Block, proud sponsor of the Morning Block.